Hey, everybody. It's Johnny from Gilliam Farms. And let's see who all's in here right now. You'll see at the bottom of the screen, you'll see scrolling. Christine is traveling home from New Mexico this evening. And she has been out on travel status. So I'm going to go start at the top, work my way down, and we see who we got. So our first one at 4:01 was Xander. Nice seeing you, Xander. Thank you for coming. And then Cora Phelps. Welcome, Cora. And then we have Creekside Maples, Canada. Like that hat. And then let's see here. We got Junk to Jim's Homestead. They just changed their name recently from Junk to Jim's 3 to Junk to Jim's Homestead. And my understanding is they're moving from Florida to Arkansas. So let's see here. We got Scott. Hey, Scott. How are you? I'm going to check real quick and see if you're a mod, because I cannot remember. Christine, she tries to keep me. I need to turn this down before it goes crazy here on me. Let me get up here. I'm not ignoring you guys. All right. And it looks like no, need to fix that. So let me see here. Got a couple of people down in the green room. So Scott, find your thing here. All right, Scott, you're blue. Okie dokie. Let's see here. I'm going to go on down through here a little bit. Hello, Tiffany. Then we got Simply Jan. Welcome. And let's see here. One day at a time, Farmstead. Good to see you. Hey, Ginger. I watched you and Meggie Moo this morning for a bit before I had to go out into the heat and do some things with the chickens and some of the garden stuff because I was taking care of it for Christine while she's gone. Hey, Mr. C. Hi, Tony. I hope your clothes aren't dripping all over the porch like they were in that one video. It got hot down there where Tony's at. White Rock Homestead, Tara and Jason. Good to see you. Chris Witham, welcome. Lynn the Okie. Hi, Lynn. All right. If I miss anybody, I'm not trying to. I'm kind of by myself right now, but I'm going to have some help here in just a minute. So, Karen Brest, welcome. Pennsylvania. I bet it is beautiful there in Pennsylvania. Joe Fix It For You. Hello, flopping farmer Johnny in chat. And yeah, some people don't realize I wear flip-flops a lot whenever I'm out and about. All right. Let's see if I'm getting caught up. And I'm going down through here, folks. I'm trying to see who all's in right now. Gail Southern Living. Hello. Welcome. All right. There's Flyover News. Flyover News is a channel I'm going to introduce to you guys tonight. A lot of you may have not heard of them, but they have a similar situation to what we have here, only down in southeastern Oklahoma. So let's see. Oh, there's Dale. Hello, on the road headed home. See you after a while. We'll be listening in. Thank you, Dale. Dale and them went through a pretty bad storm up there, and it was pretty devastating on the 9 acres. So all our prayers to Dale and Nana on getting that all fixed back up the way they need it. One day at a time, Farmstead. Dot Roper. Hey, Dot. How are you? Good to see you. And let's see here. All right. I think I'm going to bring up some help real quick here. So I'm going to bring up Southern Roots Alaskan Branches. Hey, Josh.
Hi, Mr. Johnny.
Hey, how
is
are
it
you
working?
Huh?
Is it working?
It's working.
All right.
You're on there.
Okay. Thank the Lord.
Yep. He's on here now. So
right.
Anyway, this is This is Josh, and Josh he come from he's from Alabama,
right?
And he moved his family to Alaska 5 years ago. It's a very interesting story. He's got 2 very interesting channels out there.
Right.
One of them is the same name, Southern Roots Alaskan Branches, but it has outdoors behind it.
Right.
So
just started the outdoor one.
Yeah. Well, what have you been up to today?
Oh man, I don't know. After taking care of the critters, we did I've been messing with my truck. I got some code I'm chasing. I think I got it figured out. So that's always fun. Dealing with smoke, wildfires.
Oh wow.
We've been getting some fires now. We almost made it unscathed this summer, and then no, of course not.
not enough rain.
I guess not. I mean, it seemed like we had it for a while, and then now it's been dry for about 2 weeks or so. And then we had a storm. The last storm is what popped them off. We had a bunch of lightning, and it set a whole bunch of mess of fires off. The smaller ones, but they're just kind of all over the place. And, so I don't think it's too bad though.
Well, good.
It keeps some people in work.
Yeah. I'm going to go through a couple of more of these folks here that have been talking. We got, and you need to help me out here on this a little bit if you see somebody that I'm missing.
I'm not sure.
I saw one that asked if Scott is Canadian. Lynn Yoki said, is Scott Canadian? Yes. Scott of Rambling with the Brums is Canadian. And, but we won't hold that against him or nothing. And then there's Canadian Family Life. Welcome. And let's see here. Ed's Crazy Adventure. Ed, you finally made it. You finally made it in. He was making some pulled pork the other day at a store, and it looked amazing. And I was, I've got to get over there and get some of that. So let's see here. Going on down. Alaska's Last Frontier Homestead. You don't know who that is, do you? Mr. Bill.
Yep. Mr. Bill.
AK Bill. Alaska Bill. So he shouted out to you.
I'm trying to figure the chat thing out. I got it now, but
yeah. You're probably still doing it on your phone, aren't you?
I am. That laptop is just no bueno. It's no bueno. So temporarily on the phone.
Yeah. Hi, Maggie Moo. I saw your live this morning, and let me take that back. I saw part of your live, and I let it run whenever I was out having to take care of the chickens and the garden and all that kind of stuff. So, we're giving you some love there. And let's see here. Going on down.
I'm just trying to find where you are, Mr. Johnny.
I'm trying to get down toward the bottom here.
Okay.
Maybe Oh, I think I made it. Aroki Homestead. Hey, y'all. Hey.
Okay.
I think there's 28 on right now. If you feel like it, maybe hit that like button at some point during this thing. So anyway, if you have any questions for Josh or myself, we're here to take them and everything like that. We're at the bottom of the chat now. And so Josh put out a video a couple of days ago about rabbits.
Right.
Taking care of rabbits.
Taking care.
He took care of them for the family.
Right.
It's if you're thinking about processing rabbits, go check that out. Why don't you tell them a little bit about it, Josh?
Oh yeah, I was trying to just show the folks that I've had a lot of people ask me about raising rabbits, and there's lots of people that raise rabbits on YouTube and all, but there's far less about processing. They're still on there, but processing rabbits. At the end of the day, if you're raising rabbits for meat, at the end of the day, it's going to be time to pay the piper. As far as the rabbits, unless if you don't do that, then they're just pets. All right. So I was just showing everybody the way I do it. Like I say, I try to say not a how to. This is how I do it. And just showing them, cut and dry the entire process from a live bunny to a bunny in the freezer. So, that way everybody has, the people that aren't as familiar with it, I think it's one of the greatest animals, especially in a small homestead like what I'm on. As far as the amount of meat you can get out of them, and their, costs per meat and everything is real cheap, and like probably the easiest thing I think to raise. The less stink, no noise. I mean, man, and then the garden gold, right? The manure is probably, I would say, the best, because it's one of the only cold manure, so I can put that all in my garden everywhere. And so so that was YouTube wasn't too fun. I'm fond of it though.
They weren't too fond of it.
No, I finally got around to it, and I had to fight an appeal, or I had to appeal it and all kind of mess. Whatever. I don't care. People need to know. That's how I look at it. So I want it though. So
yeah, well, that's good, because it's part of the process, and
it is.
And whenever he's talking about the cold manure the rabbits put out, what he is talking about is you can put it in your garden the day they drop it.
Right. Yeah. I should have said that. Right. Yeah. It's like where it's chicken or quail, or a lot of things will burn. Right. It's called a hot manure, and you have to let it sit for 6 months to a year and cool down before you can put it out. Rabbit manure is immediate, and it's real good for your garden. I mean, everything loves it. So it's in everything I have, just about.
Yeah.
But
so
let me get back in.
Let's see here. Somebody said, is Joe Fix It For You going to be on with Muddin' for Nothing, which is going to be on at 7 o'clock, by the way. And he is saying no. And Xander said it'd be teased too much. Who's going to tease him? You're not going to tease him. And Bill says there's a reason why there are very few processing videos on YouTube. Too many channels have been demonetized or deleted. It's that thing where they try to, there's some people that don't want, and the way I look at it, and probably the way Josh looks at it, is, you can pass on a video that you don't, if you don't want to watch that, you can pass it. You don't have to watch it or anything like that.
Right.
But if you need to do it because it's part of your, your meat supply for the winter and stuff like that. And Josh, he has a very large family, and, having the meat for the winter is, of
big
great importance. I mean, because we're at a time in our history where, how you would eat in to save money.
Right.
Well, if you go to the grocery store now, you can't eat in and save money.
Yeah, we're getting hard. It's getting right. Right. And I've seen a lot on YouTube too, though, with that, like he was saying, is how you do the video is a big thing now on YouTube. If like I had to put it under educational and, you know, blot out certain points of when you kill the animal or whatever, and all that kind of things, you know, that there's little things they'll nick you on. And so there's a lot of people, you got to make sure you cross your T's and dot your I's, you know, on doing them kind of videos too, because, you know, like I said, YouTube will be, you know, after you. But I mean, I just got monetized, so I'm not out nothing either. If they just said, you know what, we're going to do, we'll go for it. Go right ahead. Go right ahead. It's going to be years.
Yeah, yes. Absolutely. It's like my snake video, you know.
Right.
Do you put it on or do you not?
Right.
Well, it happened. So it's on.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay. I see Freedom Redbird is here, which is Brenda. So welcome,
Oh,
Brenda.
yeah.
And Brenda is not very far from where I am. She is down by 10 Killer Lake, down by a little, I think it's called, that little community called, I believe it's Elk Creek or something right there. But yep, she's right there. Her and Ed both are right there in that same area. And then I see my wife is over in the chat. So she has landed. She is in Oklahoma.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Safe and sound.
Safe and sound. She'll be here soon.
All right.
So yeah, I'm excited because I haven't seen her in a few days. And okay, Alaska's Last Frontier said after 1 year, I would suggest taking the video down because it can come back to bite you years later. And what he's probably talking about is the way that our social, what is okay right now may not be okay in, you know, 2 years.
Right.
So, you know, safe travels. Okay. The question is she excited? So that's that's from Ken, the Flower News. So, yeah. I hope so.
I would assume so. I mean, I've never met y'all, but I would think so. Miss Christine would.
So, oh, here we go. Creekside Maples. I haven't seen her, Johnny, since you took her shirt and wore it. That's almost true. I mean, that, you know, the way videos and editing and things happen for me, you know, there was a few days. I've had that video for a few days. I think I started working on that video like the day after Sherman's Family Farms put out their video, his video. It basically it parodies me, so I parodied him. But that's and it was bad because it took two or three filmings because one of them I filmed the entire thing and my mic was muted. Totally redo it like a day later. And then I redid some more stuff later. So my wild home is here. Okay. And these folks, my wild home, they have an island in Canada.
Wow.
And that's Melody and Ryan, and they have a live tonight. There's a lot of channels that go live on Thursday night. So a lot.
Wow.
So I think we're the kickoff, and then it's just like nonstop till 10 something. And that's Central Time. All right, let's see who else is in here. All right.
Yeah, I'm looking too.
Our Cabin and Tony, I'm headed out to feed the animals. I'll be listening. Yeah. He's got a lot of critters going on over there. I've been watching his videos, been redoing his whole pig operation and everything else. And that's something else that we want to get into here on the farm. We want to do some pigs. So we got to keep track of the time here. 5:18. All right.
Mr. Johnny Creekside Maples said, should have put a little front knot in that shirt, Johnny. Now that would be funny.
Should have put a
little front knot, where your belly hang out a little
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That would have been over the top right there. I might have been.
Put a little front knot in that shirt.
Oh,
well,
man.
The issue was there wasn't enough material down there to put a front knot. That shirt was a large, and I don't wear a large. I don't wear a 4X or nothing either, but I don't wear a large.
Right.
So, but yeah, that would have been funny. I'd have had to probably just made one out of something else and stuck it with tape on there. Right. Show a little belly button. Joe Fix It For You says, if I would have went down with that a lot of times whenever I was out there working and doing things, I probably would have been showing a little bit of belly button. But it's that, I think they call it dad bod or something like that.
Yeah, right. Right. Gotta be proud of it.
That shirt was stretching to reach its limits. Yeah. And he's talking about a video that I put out, I think it was yesterday, about the mowing and weed eating parody. It's a parody video called Mowing and Weed Eating. Here's a good one. If I can get it.
I just seen that too. Oh,
yeah. Man. Yeah, she would have took a hickory switch after me if she saw a knot on me.
Oh,
well deserved hickory switch. I would have took that whooping. So
I seen I'm assuming, I may be wrong, but Lynn the Okie asked about what time time zone Alaska's in, and we have our own time zone, actually. When you're big as a state as we are, we have our own time zone. So we literally have Alaska time. So we're an hour behind Pacific time. So as far as you go east, it gets, for us, so it's 2:22 here. And like I said, Mr. Johnny's 5:22, right?
Yeah.
And then Eastern would be 6. So we have Alaska time.
Yeah. One Day at a Time Farmstead says pigs are too much fun. And we're looking to get into some of that fun.
I'd love to.
Yeah.
They're expensive for us.
Derek Fowler. Hi, Derek. It's good to see you. And then we've got Joel and Michelle Homestead. Welcome.
Welcome.
All right. And I'm trying not to miss anybody. If you see anybody, Josh, that I'm missing, or if you see somebody ask a question, let me know.
Okie doke. Yeah, I'm kind of Creekside Maples, flip flops and a front knot styling.
Maybe on a short. That's a good shirt slogan, isn't it? Flip flops and front knots
and flip flop. Oh man.
Alaska's Last Frontier Homestead would have been hilarious seeing Christine chasing Johnny around the yard with a switch. If we videoed everything, that you probably would have seen that at some point. So.
Oh man.
Here we go. Dale and Nana have 7 bacon seeds on feed right now.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's going to be awesome.
Good old bacon seeds.
Absolutely. Thank you, Bill. Spandex and flip-flops? No, I don't think so.
Ooh, man.
I mean, that shirt was almost spandex.
Hey, well, I was going to say, Mr. Johnny, made you look, even more just, at least like you're jacked, right? Even more. That's what the muscle guys do, they wear them tight fitting shirts that'll suck everything up, make it poof.
Yeah, I'm not really interested in that.
It's too hot. It's too warm for all that mess. Yeah.
All right. She's leaving the airport, so she'll be on listen mode.
Woohoo! Be safe, Miss Christine.
Yes.
Drive careful.
Got about an hour drive to get here from there.
Okay, that ain't too bad.
Not horrible. The problem is the heat. I think it's hot. I mean, I think it was outside a while ago, and I think it was 104.
Ooh.
And she was sitting in the car. She was trying to get it to cool off before she took off, and it's like, wow. Spandex on Johnny, rip out your eyes. Rip out my eyes. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Hey, Jerry. Good to see you.
Yeah, Butler family.
Back to good.
Back to good.
Hey. Good to see you here. Heartland with Dink and Tank.
Hey.
And so we got Heartland with Dink and Tank, and we got Lisa from Lazy Days Ahead.
And
then let's see here. Wow. Good to see all you folks. I really enjoy our lives and our chats and things like that. So
they're fun.
It's good to see you. And everybody that's here, I'm going to drop this down real quick so you can see. Southern Roots Alaskan Branches. Check out his channel. Check out both channels. He's got one called Southern Roots Alaskan Branches Outdoors. Check that out because he is doing homesteading. I mean, he is doing it right there in Alaska. He was raising ducks.
Yeah, that was bad.
Ducks are gone.
They gone.
Chicken,
I ain't doing that again.
You know, he's got a heck of a garden. You know, okra
right.
In Alaska.
Yes, that is a hard booger to do without a greenhouse. I pretty much can forget it.
So check his channel out. I mean, you know, you won't be disappointed.
I appreciate it, Mr. Johnny.
This guy can put out some content, and it's really good content.
I appreciate it. Yeah, okay, the outdoor one, that one's getting going. So,
okay, someone link Josh's channel, please.
Back to good. I think I talked to them in a live chat, or somebody's live, probably y'all's.
So if I've got a moderator on here that can link Josh, that would be great. I have not seen. Well, Jesse's probably lurking somewhere.
Oh yeah, Mr. Jesse, mod father, right?
Yeah, the mod father.
Mod father.
All right. There is Alaska's Last Frontier Homestead put a link up.
All right, appreciate it.
Creekside Maples, you're not blue. Let's look at that. I don't know. Should I make you blue? As many jokes as you've been making about me. My shirt,
that is a good point.
Knots and all kinds of stuff.
That's a good point. Oh man.
Right. I'm not. Oh, Freedom Redbird. Yes, Freedom Redbird. Very good.
Now, I was going to say, Mr. Johnny, that the Outdoor Channel is going to be getting some serious content here for too long, too, because we got all the good hunting seasons coming. So,
yes,
caribou and moose, and of course, anything in between. If I see some, it's, you know, that season may open if I see it. So,
yes,
porcupine, there's liable anything.
So, you might learn how to process a porcupine on Josh's
Just
channel.
in case. Exactly. You never know. He's good.
I mean, he processed a woodchuck the other day.
And,
that was right there on his channel. So,
yep, on the outdoor one.
Creekside Maples. I only tease people alike. That is exactly the way I am.
Yes, right. Exactly.
I'm going to bring in someone else now. so this is a channel you have probably not seen much of, and I want to introduce them. Hi, Ken and Janice.
Hello, Johnny.
Hi.
Hey, how are you doing?
Hey, y'all.
So
Doing good.
this is Ken and Janice from southeastern Oklahoma. They have a channel called Flyover News, and you need to go check that channel out. If you look at the name of it, you go, well, what's that? Well, Ken, he can explain why it's Flyover News. So let them know, Ken.
You know, we lived in Oklahoma City, and we inherited this ranch in southeast Oklahoma several years, 10 years ago. And we started going down there a lot, and we'd come back on the weekends to Oklahoma City, and our friends would all say, well, what's the news from southeast Oklahoma? And it's kind of a joke, you know, and it was during a certain political climate, and I would say, it's the flyover news. And so we started putting stuff on YouTube so our friends and family could see it. And, you know, and I trying to think of a name for it, and I just because of this ongoing thing, we just called it Flyover News, because it's just news about a flyover state and some two old people doing stuff on their ranch. You know, that's about all it is.
Yes, sir. And I found Ken's channel a while back, and he disappeared for a period of time. There was no content for a little bit.
Yeah.
And I let him explain what happened right there.
You know, we were making videos and we were rocking along, and we go back and forth from Oklahoma City. We're in Oklahoma City on the weekends, and we're in southeastern Oklahoma during the week at our ranch. And we come back to Oklahoma City, and I was unloading some of the stuff in my pickup, going back and forth, and I retrieved several things out of the console, and, you know, walkie-talkie and cup of Coke and iPad. And I reached in, and I have a handgun that stays. It's a night, you know, stays on the nightstand in both places. And as I stepped back out, I dropped the gun, and it's a 45 caliber Springfield, old Springfield, hit the ground between my feet and shot me in the left leg. And it went through the tibia like that,
man.
and just, you know, disintegrated it. So I guess it was good news we're in Oklahoma City. You know, when the fire girl calls the police and says, my husband's been shot, and he's laying in the garage. Well, we got a bevy of people that showed up after that. And but anyway, they took me to the hospital, and the next morning did surgery and put a rod down through it. So I was 4 weeks in a wheelchair, and we didn't go anywhere except, you know, through the house, and that was about it. So it took about 8 weeks for us to really kind of get back to where I was on crutches and doing my thing. So we were just starting to get some momentum on the channel, and then, you know, I blew my leg up. And so I'm doing much better. That was in February. It's February the 23rd. So we're rocking along, and I'm peg legging, and, you know, I got a little bit of a hobble still, but it's getting better every day. That's the Reader's Digest version, believe it or not.
Yes, he has been on a rough road with that. There's a video out there on his channel concerning this incident. So if you're interested in that, go to Flyover News.
Yeah, if you put a picture of a gunshot wound in your leg and say that you got shot, you get 118,000 views. You know?
Yeah.
So I guess gore sells it, you know.
Yeah,
He
went. That little video went viral and everything. But yeah, it's a 45 caliber, which is a very large handgun round.
Yeah,
and I show it in that video and everything, and talked in much more detail about it. But no, yeah, like, you know, we just enjoy our channel. We enjoy what we do down there. We didn't really make it to become a big channel to start it. We just started this for family and friends, and so when we get really old, we can look back and say, wow, yeah, and talk about it. But it's a fun time, and you know, there's not a lot of pretense to it. We just film what we do on our little ranch, and it was an old place that we've been restoring. It was in her dad passed away many years ago, so it was in disrepair, and we do all kinds of whatever comes up. It's 125 acres and pretty well keeps us busy.
Yes. And Janice right there, she is a firebug. If she's in that video, something's on fire.
Pretty much. Yeah, I call her the fire girl.
it's, she likes to burn. So, and there's one, and I talked to Ken about this already. There's one thing that always makes me cringe. And that's whenever they go out there and they burn, they'll put some scraps and stuff in a barrel to burn
barrel. Trash.
It's a burn barrel,
yeah.
And the wood shed is right next to it. Where all the wood's stored.
Yeah, we've had a discussion about that, and she promises that she won't burn the woodshed down. So I guess it works.
So every time I watch that, I go, well, the next video is going, well, we burnt the woodshed down. Yeah, it's gonna be
yeah, 100,000. It might be your other 100.
Yeah, it might be your other 100,000 views.
If I'm there, I'll have my phone. I'll get it on camera.
There you go.
The phone. She won't get it filmed.
But they're always taking care of that property. I think didn't you say it's over 100 acres of woods? It's
125 acres, and about 100 of it is woods, and we've got cattle off and on the other 25 acres, and we got I think almost 4 miles of trails through that 100 acres of woods that we take our Polaris Ranger through. So that's a pretty good amount of maintenance, just keeping it from growing in, because it wants to cover up.
Right.
So, Simply Jan Homestead said, Janice, it must be something about the name. I am the firebug here. LOL. So, Jan.
I love burning all the old trash that's out in the woods. Just pile it up and light it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you're doing a good job of it. I mean, I look at that and I go, wow, they're really cleaning that place up. Constantly. And here you have a lot of red oak there?
We've got, quite a bit, and some water oak too. Around all the creeks and ponds, we got a lot of water oak too.
Is that the main wood that you're finding that's falling and breaking and stuff?
We just got a bunch of really old, big, massive old trees, and we have limbs down all the time, or the tree just falls over. They get so big. We're kind of in a unique spot. We're between mountains, and the back part of our property goes up on a mountain, but there's a main creek that comes through there, and it's really bottomland. There's no clay on the place. It's just deep soil, and that soil is good for planting crops, but for holding up big trees, it's not quite as good. So, you get really big ones, and periodically they just fall over, So, so we cut a lot of stuff up and just, do our thing.
So our Okie Homestead got a very good channel here as well in Oklahoma. She asked, what town are you close to down there?
We're about 2.5 miles outside of Wilburton, Oklahoma. We're 5 miles from Robbers Cave State Park. So if you know that area, we're right down. There's a little community called Center Point. We're right down in that area down there. Yeah,
I can foresee making a trip down there. I bet that's going to be a beautiful fall trip.
We're about 30 miles from where the Talamina Drive starts. So it's pretty down there.
Well, nice. We'll have to meet up, because I haven't actually met these folks, but I
was trying to win that hat here, and I was going to make you deliver it. I was going to say, bring that hat down here. I want it right here. But
he brought mine.
Yeah,
I'm going to do.
You can come too from Alaska, but we'll let Johnny pay for the airfare.
Mr. Johnny brought mine to me.
Yeah. I took it all the way to Alaska. Took it right up there. Said, here you go, brother.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it sounded good.
Someone says Heartland, Robbers Cave. Yeah, we are. We're from our door to the campground there is right at 5 miles.
All right, I'm gonna go down through here and make sure we aren't missing anybody in the chat. We've got the Vineyard Farmhouse, Brian, which next Wednesday, I will be his co-host on his channel. He has his live on Wednesday nights, so I'll be on there. And let's see here. I think we're caught up. I think there's 43 in here.
Just
All
see
right.
okay, Homestead up there.
Smash that like, folks.
By the mountains where they get.
It is great to see you. Oh, is Tiffany in here from Mud Mascara? If you are, just put something up, because you and 9 Acre Family Farm. Because I want to show you something that I've got here. Whenever you, as soon as you reply, I'll show you. But anyway, if you're still here. But anyway, I did. Well, I'm getting ready to do a video tomorrow. Oh, I got something. I will give right now. I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm going to do a giveaway on a hat. And all you have to do is be the very first one to tell me, and I've had 2 videos that I have had this in it recently. Tell me what my favorite Mexican restaurant is.
Taco Bell.
I wouldn't go in Taco Bell.
That's C+ Mexican food, maybe.
So you guys watch the chat. Help me watch the chat. Yeah, I'll ask the last friend. No. Taco Bell's not Mexican food.
I remember the video. I can't even remember the name of it, though. I do remember the video you saying it.
Yeah, there's 2 videos I did, and I said it specifically. It's not Rita's. It's not Fita's. Oh, here we go. There it is. There it is.
Okay.
Alaska's Last Frontier Homestead.
Boo.
All right, Bill. Congratulations.
That's it.
So this time, so since you have a hat, tell me if you want a shirt, tell me your size. So you can send that in an email to our channel, and you can just we'll send you that. Yeah, I know you already have a hat. I've seen that. But congratulations. I'm glad, And if you guys will watch my videos every week on a live, I'm going to ask a question about the video every week. And I'll put out something in the video, and in the middle of the video, I'll just, say something. And if you watch it, you'll know what it is. And I'll put it in the title. I'll put that it's going to be a giveaway. I'll put giveaway sometime in the title. And if you get what I said and you're on my live and you're the first one to say it, type it out, whatever, then I will send you a hat or a shirt. So, all right. Well, that was fun. Okay. I have 9 Acre Family Farms in here, and I have Tiffany. Okay. 9 Acre and Tiffany. All right. This is a bow that I made. This is made out of what you call hedge apple.
Antlers.
No, it's not antlers. It's made out of bodark. I call it bodark. Dale was calling it hedge apple and stuff like that. And I made several bows, and this is one of them. And it has on it. Okay, I'm going to have to replace this because this is very, very old, and I put this on this years ago, and you can see it starting to peel and stuff like that. So I'm going to replace that. But this is what I do with bodark. Now this bow right here is 62 inches long, and it drew, whenever I built it, it drew 61 pounds at 28 inches of draw.
Solid.
Right now, it will probably draw 67, 68, because over time, as they dry, they increase in poundage until the point where they snap. So I need to keep this one inside. I hate it, but I had it out in my shop. It got really hot out there. So it's very, very dry right now. There's no way I would want to string this right now, but if I leave it inside long enough, it will gather up enough of the relative humidity and stuff like that in the house to actually,
Wow.
not break whenever I string it up and stuff. Like I said, it's really strong right now. And so going along with that, I also make arrows.
Hey, Mr. Johnny. That's
These,
awesome.
This one is what I call my squirrel arrow because I didn't crest it or anything like that. And it's got his wiki on it. And this is one of the hunting arrows, and I've killed deer with that. That's a rock.
That's awesome.
And this one is crested. So I made these arrows. I made that bow. I have killed deer with that bow in the past. I've killed, all kinds of game with it. But it's just one of those things. So anyway, hats are rocking. And I just wanted to show you what, you got all that blown down boat arc up there, and you're cutting it all up, and that stuff right there, if it's a good straight piece like this one was, oh man, you can make some bows like,
boat arcs are horrible. They flatten tires. Those things are horrible.
Osage orange hedgewood. Yep, we call it boat arc.
Oh, so that's what that is, Mr. Johnny's Osage orange too. Same thing.
Yep. Osage orange.
Oh, okay. I know that name. Okay, I'm more familiar with the bow forest for bows. If you ever want to do a video, Mr. Johnny, just throwing that out there, I dang sure like to watch that one.
I can make a bow. I really should make one on video. I
would learn how to do that
because all it takes really is a good draw knife. And that's what I make these out of, is a draw knife, a file, and stuff like that. So, and that's only because last week we were talking about the different trees that were in the different areas. I think on the live there was questions about the different types of trees, and Dale was saying that all there was hedge or something around where he lives. He's in Kansas, and I said something about the oaks and stuff over here, but we do have boat arc. As a matter of fact, I got a video I'm going to put out tomorrow where I'm taking care of some boat arc tomorrow. So anyway,
I would tell you something about my channel. One of the questions I get is, because if you watch mine, almost every one of them has music on it, that's not mine. I'm a musician, and some of the music on there I play, instrumentals and things like that. Or if you hear a popular song and there's someone different singing it, I probably recorded all that, but I'll use George Strait songs and just whoever songs. If I like the song, I think it needs to fit in there, and it's because I love music and all that. And I'm not monetized. I've got 750, and I had 250 till I shot myself. So I guess something good came out of it. But I don't have, I'm not monetized. I wasn't really building the channel to be monetized, and so if you use that kind of music, it always says on there, it's not a strike against your channel. It has no effect on your channel. I won't ever get paid for it, as long as it has that music in it. And so you can do that, but so far with YouTube, and you kind of have to trick iMovie to make it happen. But that's just, so when people see mine, they always say it's got a lot of music on it, or I like the music or whatever. That's why I'm putting it on, because I'm a big musician fan, and I'm not really worried about whether or not YouTube pays me. It's just, we just make them like we want to make them,
There you go.
Yes. Yeah. And I think, as I was talking about the other day, Drew's Lens, he did the whole month of, I believe it was the whole month of July or the whole month of June, where he just put whatever music he wanted. Right. He found the right music for what he was doing, wherever it came. I mean, it didn't matter where it came from. He put it on there, and he said, I'm not monetizing all the way through July, or it might have been June, but he didn't monetize for a full month just because he wanted to have really great music. And so he did.
I don't know if I have really great music, but I have music that we like.
Oh,
and so when we look back at it in years to come, we watch it, and it just makes it a better experience for us. And so that's kind of why we do it.
If you want to listen to good music while you're watching a video, go down, watch his channel.
I appreciate that.
Even while he's talking, there's music playing. There's music pretty much through the whole thing, and it's very, very good. Okay, Freedom Redbird wants me to show Christine's bow. You know what I happen to have right here? It's one of Christine's bows. It's not the Black Widow, but it's one of. All right, this one is one that she won at a shoot. Wow. And Christine is a very, very good shot with a traditional bow. And she won this, and this bow says, let's see, the guy signed it, who made it. I didn't make it. And it says custom for Christine Gilliam. And it is, I believe this one is 41 or 42 pounds, 43 pounds at 28 inches. And it is the man who made this bow is now deceased. This is it's got antler tips on the ends of it, and it is a very, very, very nice bow. Wow. So, but she won that at a shoot. I mean, she's that good.
Wow.
That's traditional too. That's the whole.
Don't make her mad at you.
Well, I'll tell you something, Josh. She's killed several deer with a bow, and she's never killed one with anything except for a traditional bow.
I take my hat off to both of y'all.
And
most people don't realize how hard it is with the traditional. It's like throwing a baseball. You're instinctive, right? So I got wheels on mine. And a sight, a compound. I feel bad now. I don't even want to tell people now I shoot a compound bow.
So our Okie Homestead agrees with you, Ken, on the music.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
And it would be nice if we could just go out and grab whatever music we want and use it and stuff like that, because I think the videos would be so great.
Right.
But Ken, he can actually make music, so he could actually do scores and everything else for his videos and make some really great stuff.
Appreciate that. Yeah, I've played guitar since I was 8. I've played in a lot of different groups and bands and country gospel and all kinds of music. Play a lot of different instruments. So all of my videos are always going to have a lot of music on them. That's just part of me.
And he has his own recording studio that's for over 30 years.
It's just that's just who I am.
I'm going to give a few shout outs here real quick, because I love all the folks in the chat. Yeah. And I've got one here. Let's see, Full Blown Country, my buddy Pooch, Mike from, everybody needs a friend named Pooch. My friend named Pooch, Full Blown Country. And then his wife is Tish Ross, and she has a channel called No Judgment Here with Tish Ross, and she is my wife Christine's bestie. So they are besties, and we actually met them at Sherman's family farm. And as soon as we got out of the car, it was like a family reunion right there. I mean, it was like there was hugs going all around, and it was just amazing. That was an amazing day, and we had a great time, even though we didn't get any watermelon. So,
hey, Miss Tish.
Hey, Mrs. Doubtfire, Grace and Fire, welcome. And let's see here. I'm trying to Kettle Kitchen, Tony. Welcome, Kettle.
Kettle Kitchen.
Yes. So Kettle Kitchen will be on at 9:00 tonight, Central. And the other night I got the joy of being on a live with Mrs. Doubtfire, which is the Grace and Fire channel. And that was a lot of fun. We were talking about the race that we're going to have on the cruise ship. Ken,
yes,
you got like cruising?
No.
Yeah.
Yes. No. You ever seen those boats when they fall over on their side?
Well,
I believe it's less than lightning that happens.
It's like a floating office building. No, it's not supposed to float.
You see what my wife put here?
No.
It's right there on your bottom of your screen.
Oh,
I don't see it.
Right below your picture.
Yeah, I can't read it. My screen's blurry.
Oh, it says, "Hey Ken, I have a new channel that needs some music."
Oh, I saw that. I responded to that earlier. Yeah, Christine, just let me know what kind of music you're looking for. I can knock it out.
All right. And Mike says, "Thank you, John and Christine. Pretty and Pooch, love you both. We love you guys too. We can't hardly wait to see you again. I guess it'll probably be Pinecone Fest, unless for some reason we make that journey back to Sheridan's family farms, and that was kind of a journey, for us. So, but we went down there. But there is Ken, you should check out Rambling with the Brums.
Okay.
Because, and I'm saying this more to Janice than you, check out Rambling with the Brums channel, because they're talking all about the cruise that we're going to go on in 2025 to Alaska. Mm-hmm. And there is several channels going. Josh, are you going?
I don't know how that works. I mean, I could drive over.
You'd have to fly to Seattle.
Yeah, no.
And then you get on a ship. And then you cruise to Alaska, and then whenever you get off the ship, or whenever you get off the ship, you get on a plane and you fly back to Seattle.
To fly back to Fairbanks, yeah. No.
Or actually, you get off the ship in Seattle, yeah. So, and then you fly back, yeah.
Oof.
So, the logistics of that and everything.
No, maybe I could drive over there. I don't know. It's still a good little poke, but drive out if y'all are going to be on land somewhere.
This one here, Alaska's Last Frontier, is going to be at Pinecone Fest in Texas in October. So he's coming down, and we're gonna be meeting up down there in Texas. And then I think there's a meetup later this month over in, I hate to even say it, but it may be Missouri, or it's either Missouri or Arkansas. So if somebody knows that, throw it up in the chat and tell me where that Ozark meetup is that I've heard about. And Heartland HQ with Dink Tank says no planes or ships. Oh, one more thing. You guys.
Yes.
Ken and Janice.
Yes.
Gateway animals.
No.
Yeah.
Time to get the chickens.
Yep.
This one's all about chickens.
Pigs, goats. Yeah.
We haven't made that leap yet. We've talked about that, but we haven't done that yet.
You have to be there all the time.
We do cattle, and we are gone 2 or 3 days a week, to Oklahoma City, and it becomes harder to take care of some of those things that, unless you let them free range. And if they free range down there, they won't live long.
Yeah. Well, there's 44 in here, folks. We got about 2 minutes. And let me tell you what the lineup is tonight. It is us at 5 o'clock. Then right after us is it is here we go. White Rock Nation with Jason and Tara. Then it is Muddin' for Nothing with Tiffany and Ginger. Then it is 9 Acre Family Farm with Dale and Nana, which is Lisa. And then it is Kettle Kitchen with Tony. So there's a lot of good stuff on tonight. Plus Bill is on tonight. Alaska Bill, he's on tonight. And I believe there's a few other channels that are on tonight. So go check out your favorite channels and stuff like that. Hit the like button on the way out. Yep. And whenever you get over there to White Rock Homestead, tell Jason and Tara, hey, Gilliam's sent us, and throw up a bunch of those hearts. Throw those heart things up there. So we are going to cut out of here, and we're we're going to
Thanks, Johnny.
You guys would just stick for just a second. I'll keep y'all on and yeah, yes, I did. See what she said? Happens when you get up my age. So
Appreciate you.
anyway, all right, everybody. We'll see you over there. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See y'all.
All right.